Welcome, friends. Today we are doing another live stream. Madness. That's right, friends. Once again, I have returned to you, this time with another live stream. How are you? How am I? I've been better. I won't lie. I've been better, friends. I've been fucking exhausted all week. I've been feeling acutely rheumatic. Oh, it's just... it's everyone. How are we doing? I hope you are all fantastic and doing really well. The bottles are all still fucked. God knows how. God knows why. Who knows? Oh my God. Okay, let's see who's here. Welcome, Germs, Andy, Delis, Dushan. Oh, Germs. Germs has sent a super chat. Damn, I missed the duck. I have missed you too. I have missed you all, especially Germs. But I have not been feeling great, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm feeling like fucking death, like. Just happens when you've got rheumatic rheumatism. That's just what happens, like, so. Welcome, Jared. Welcome, Dava, Counting Cigars. Excuse me. What? How, brother, let's hear all about the rotation. There will be rotation on Sunday. There'll be a rotation on Sunday. Jared is wearing Spice Blend. Yes, tell us your scent of the day. Tell us your scent of the day, friends. Tell us how your scent of the day is. God, that's an absolutely woeful camera angle. Jesus. Welcome, Noah. Andy, thank you for the super chat. You are very kind. I appreciate it. $5 super chat. A robot. He's not looking too well. It's a controller. Oh no. Poor controller. Sorry you're not feeling well. Thanks, man. I live, I like, says Noah. Welcome, Noah. How are you? Sampled Purpose 50 today. What the fuck? It's just a Santal 33 with a bunch of olibanum and spices and akigula wood. Akigula wood, as my makers used to say. We are definitely lesser. We are definitely lesser without my makers, are we not? It's sad that. I hope he's I think it was Amanda, wasn't it? It was Amanda who, his partner, was it not? Sorry, I'm just obviously sleeping. Spaced Out says, I also tried Larbo Eucalyptus 20 and I'm not joking, it is the best incense I've tried so far. It's superb, hits all the aspects of incense that I like. I tried it and liked it as well, actually. I thought it was quite nice. I didn't love it, but I did like it. And I thought, this is genuinely one of the best Lilabos. Not a high bar. Not a high bar for me, but but yeah. Good fragrance, that. Welcome, Pradeep. Hello, Stevie Ray Juan. You are wearing you or someone like you. Yankee Films, welcome. Grey Vetiver is so beautiful. Just thought I hadn't worn it for ages, and I thought, bollocks, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it today. And I did, and it was lovely. And it still is lovely. The performance is outrageous. Scandalous, even. I've got a couple of backup bottles as well. Ooh, I'm going to tell you something. People in the UK will be delighted to hear. Excuse me. Sorry. Yankee Film says, my scent of the day is Drakkar Intense. Is that the new one? Which I thought you would be in Birmingham today saying farewell to Aussie, lol. No, I can't be going down to fucking Birmingham, like. Jesus. That's too far to travel, like. I went into Newcastle from where I live today. It's literally my town where I live. And that battered us. I am weak sauce, friends. I am weak sauce. Oh, Chong Era Amouage is growing to be in my top 3 favourite brands ever. At first I didn't care, but now I understand why it's so praised. Why am I yawning again? What the hell? Welcome, Ryan, with a Y. Ryan is not happy about politics. I am in Bandy for the rain, says Pradeep. I wouldn't mind some rain. There's been quite a bit of rain actually recently. Got my mother's first sounding of the phrase, ooh, the nights are putting in recently. So that means the nights are getting darker. Fantastic. Just what we need. Tim Wilcox, how are you? Yankee Films, Drakkar Blue is the new one. Richard G's got it. I didn't hate it. And then I did kind of hate it. Drakkar Bleu is the new one. Intense is 2022. Boozy Fougere Cheapy. Excuse me whilst I yawn. I must have yawned 10 times already. I've only been on stream for 8 minutes. Yes, Tim. I think it was Tim sent me some Band-Aid. Dilly says, like the chat, 34 people but 13 likes. Yes. If you would like to like the stream, friends, please be my guest. Christina has sent a sticker with some popcorn. I've been a huge fan of popcorn recently. That's interesting. I've been eating a lot of popcorn recently. I shouldn't, but I do like it. Well, thank you, Christina. You are very kind. The super chats are an interesting and colourful new feature. I've had a couple of people ribbing us saying, you'll be doing live streams and videos and shorts and everything all the time. And I'm like, mate, the irony of it is, ever since I've been monetized, I've barely been able to lift my head off the pillow. I'm absolutely knackered. It's crazy. Oh, excuse me. Like, seriously. I'm just weak sauce. Ooh. Where are we? Quack, welcome, Paroli. I'm watching you, says Christina. Oh, you are watching. Popcorn only at the cinema for me. I like there's a Costa Coffee. Costa Coffee don't do those little cornflake crispy things anymore. And so I've clearly, like, I've migrated my addiction over to popcorn. That's what I get when I go there now. It's very nice. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan has sent a super chat, an anonymous mute super chat, but thank you. You're very kind. I've put a heart on it. I appreciate it. Cineplex popcorn is indeed the tastiest. Warner Brothers used to have a cinema in Newcastle, right? And they used to do nachos with cheese, and the cheese was clearly it was like the texture of melted plastic, but it was so fucking good. Oh, it was so good. You know those foods that were around in the 80s and the 90s that were like basically would make you glow in the dark. Like, but the tasted so good. Oh. Welcome, Richie B. Scent of the day is Eau de Glory Cologne again. Brilliant stuff. You can't hate. You can't hate. If there's a perfume you like and love, you should wear it. Is it £5 or £5? Either or. Either or is fine. Quid is pound. It's like slang for pound. New Amouage is nice despite the crap name. Is this the one that is in the Harrods? So what was I watching today? I think I was watching oh God, I know it was Sense for Thought. But he was on I've totally forgotten. It's Daniel's channel. He's from Switzerland. I've just forgot his YouTube channel name. Anyway, it was on there. Apparently they'd been into Harrods, and the Harrods rep started leaking information, like a save. Told them there's going to be a £30,000 Amouage fragrance available only at Harrods. And there's going to be other fragrances released that are like Harrods exclusives. Fucking keep them. I bet that £30,000 one's shit. New Amouage is nice despite the crap name. Tom Ford has entered the chat, says Richie B. Mr. Ford, thank you for what you used to do, but please stop what you are currently doing. Apparently Ozzy was a big fan of number 88 from Check and Speak. I've heard this before. Have you sampled it? No, but I have heard that before. Spaced Out says, I think I'm off the salmon Amouage train, sticking to Chong releases only. Yeah, I would kind of do that. I mean, I've got the ones that I like. I thought I should like a lot of the Amouage stuff because it seems like it would be right up my street, but they're not. They're not. And I wonder what other fragrances he was into. It was like Bowie was into Diorella, wasn't it? Or was it Dior? It was Dior. It was Dior something. And Prince liked Mugler Cologne. Just for all your hard work, mate. Love the content. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, I understand you're about to steal a player off us. Everybody else has been at it, so why not? Going for that Benjamin Sesko. We're on our third and fourth choice players now. It's absolutely fucking mental. I've never known anything like it. It's miserable. It's given me anxiety. Like I've stopped checking my phone. I need to take a break from my phone. It's making us ill. This transfer window's making us ill. Yeah, reception. I'm hungry now, says Christina. Nachos and cheese. I do like nachos and cheese. Got my sample of smell aromas. Got my bust sheep Rapalatant today. No way. But up from here, Doc. Is it good? How are you feeling? Are you happy? Did you get all the extra stuff? Did that happen? Richie B says, scent of the day for me is Perry Ellis America. No copy of Clinique Chemistry, but lives in the same neighborhood. America by Perry Ellis smells like straight up mass-produced shave cream. It's not bad, you know. You can go for some shaving foam every once in a while. Amber Watch doesn't tickle my fancy either, says Germs. 30k would sell if it was by Cecile. I imagine it probably is, like. That people would buy her bathwater, wouldn't they? It's crazy shit. We need a sheep stream with Duchamp when Rich gets better. You could be waiting a while. I've turned down streams. Dura Rose wanted to do a stream with us. I wanted to do a stream with Dura Rose and Houdini. I keep trying to get Fliss on, but she's busy. There's other people I want to do streams with. There's stuff I want to do, or had wanted to do. I just haven't got it. It's so utterly bizarre, and it's come from nowhere. It's so strange, because I felt fine, and then I stopped feeling fine. Like, off a cliff on, like, Saturday or Sunday. Really weird. Such a fucking bizarre fucking... Anyhow, where are we? Supposedly Rudy Schenker from the Scorpions is a fan of Drakon or what? So's Ashton. Ashton, it's his favourite fragrance. I wish he would talk more about it, like. I got given an official sample of Amber Wars Decision, not smelled it. I did smell Jubilation 40 and it was vile, says Tim. I really liked it. I bought a bottle. I'm going to come on to something. I do have something over there I want to show you. I also sampled Villa Resi Patchouli. Reminds me of Perfume Aroma, but more aromatic, woody and airy. I sold my Villa Resi Patchouli. I thought it was... I like my patchoulis thick and runny and syrupy, like honey, runny honey. I like them like that, and that was too dry. Things don't seem right at Newcastle, Rich, says Weston. Eddie Howe's face a news conference the other day didn't look very happy at all. Well, one, he's having to do everything, but the thing is that he's tried to consolidate all the power in his hands, and he's got what he's wanted in the end. And it's just a case of be careful what you wish for. It's his responsibility now. He's got all the power. And basically, they've just made a complete bollocks of it. That's my position on it. I appreciate there's not many people there working for the club, if you want the truth. Especially not on that side of it. It's not a well-run business. Like, they haven't got a CEO, because our previous CEO's fucking got a chronic form of blood cancer. And we still haven't replaced him. This is after a year. And we haven't got a sporting director either. Insanity. For all the extra stuff, you can post it on Discord. Okay, got all the extra stuff. Good. Duchamp has a channel, says Dallas. I missed you. Hope you nice stream with him. Yes. Paul Stanley has a recollection in his book. Ace Freshly was jonesing for a drink. Took a swig out of Paul's bottle of Aramis. There are some alcoholics who have been known to spray deodorant down their throats, because old deodorants used to have alcohol in them, and drink aftershaves, steal aftershaves and drink them. I've heard of that one. You need to do a stream about top 5 streams you ever did. We will all give our rankings also. I can't remember. I do streams and then just put them away. It's sort of the same thing with me videos. Like, people are like, oh, edit and do this and do that and do the other. It's like, well, to be honest, no. I'm just going to make the videos in the original tradition of what YouTube used to be. It was tubes of you. It was like literally everybody had their own channel and could upload shit just that they did. And then people started to professionalize it, which is fine if that's what you want to do and edit. I'm not saying that, but I like the idea of sticking to the original intention. It's kind of the way I film everything. It's kind of like my perspective. If you look at it, what you're looking at now is what I'm looking at now. It's like, you're seeing the world through my perspective, which is kind of what I quite like that. Good evening, Sense for Thought. How are you? Does anyone make... I was just talking about you before, mate. Does anyone make a version of Grey Vetiver that is equal, better, with more lasting power? Love the smell, says Dava. No. I would go for vintage bottles. If you can get a bottle from before 2022. 2021 and before is when you want. And I've got a couple of backups, actually. This has lasted all day on me. But I did put quite a few sprays on. But I haven't worn it for ages. 280 U's for 100ml of Juby. 40 here, says Dushan. I can't remember what I got mine for. Hi, Nina. It is nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Bloody Chanel exclusive is coming out 8th of the 11th. No, that's not. That's wrong because you do that backwards. So it's coming out on the 11th of August with rumoured leather notes in it. I'm not looking forward to that. Do you know I've been into town twice recently and haven't even bothered smelling anything. Haven't even bothered going to shots unheard of. It's madness. First day of a new job tomorrow, says Sense for Thought. Any suggestions on what scent of the day to wear to assert total dominance? Smolto Port. Did you get your package, by the way? I sent you a package. It said it got delivered. Where Pavarotti? I sent you a sample of Pavarotti. You'll charm them. You won't be like a certain stuff. You'll be charming them. The one on the balcony when we first saw Orlando was in top 5, says Christina. The 11th of September? No, it's the 11th of August. Sup, fam? Welcome, Chuck. Sup, Chuck? Except for dehydration breaks. Grey Vetiver is very weak now. Oh no. Wearing terrible Alto Parisi Megamare. Shit sucks. Talking about me. Oh no. What have I done? Talking about the video you were in today with I can't remember his channel name. I think he's called Daniel, isn't he? I'm almost certain. It's shameful, this. This is not a reflection on him or the quality of his channel. This is absolutely my memory being absolutely despicable. But you've been into Harrods. And the Harrods associates started leaking information to you. I beg your pardon, whilst I hydrate. I don't understand this shit at all, says Chuck. Auto Parisi is amazing. I like the brand aesthetic. Hasn't humanity learned yet that you don't knock something until you try it first, says Jared? Humanity has definitely not learned that lesson. Prodip says, I am curious about Barenia Intense. Seems like a real leather sheepra this time. Oh, that's cope, that Prodip. The original was shit. I am about to unbox now. Thank you, says Sense for Thought. Let us know. If it was possible, I would have you on. You could do what is it called? You could do an unboxing and first impressions on the channel if you wanted of the samples I sent. But I'm streaming through the YouTube app, so I can't, unfortunately. Wear paddocks so they know right away who they're dealing with. Yes! Zero clue why I own this bottle, says Chuck. Throwing at a brick wall tonight. Western Ood says, hey Rich, I've seen people compare Encre Noir Sport with original Grey Vetiver. Any similarities between both in your opinion? No. The Encre Noir Sport is more wet. It's got more moisture in it. It's a bit smoother, whereas Grey Vetiver's dry. It's a dry perfume, and it's really good for it. But it's not. They've both got vetiver in, but it's two very different renderings of vetiver, to be honest. I'll film it, says Chuck. Oh, a leather sheepress sounds amazing, says Nina. Oh, tried the new Papillon today, Salome. Tried a new Papillon today, Salome. Mitch, weren't you praising spell 125? I own Anubis, love it. I've got Tobacco Rose, that's the one I've got. Jared says, Rich, which is a better vanilla? Skirlon Spiritus Double Vanille or Dior Vanilla Diorama? Oh, God. Neither. I would say Spiritus Double Vanille, but I don't really care for it. To be honest, that Vanilla Diorama is not great, like. Sense for Thought says the Harrods associate did not know her words would travel so far, but apparently there's 5 Harrods exclusives at 30k a piece made for some fancy crystal and have limited numbers. Despicable. That is outrageous. Mitch, have you tried the new Fendi lineup? I haven't, Nina. I haven't. I've got Fendi Womo from back in the day, but I haven't tried the new Fendi lineup. Product says the original Barenia was a woeful fruit julie. Hope they removed the Akigala wood. Yuck. Product agreed it was offensive. It was awful. The branding was like, we've been making this for fucking 10 years. It's like, fucking, no. Any idea if they buy Cecile's Erotian? That will sell out. Sense for Thought says, thanks, man. I'll try them on camera for sure and tag you. I'm expecting to be mesmerised and start a painful YouTube vintage hunt. That will be painful these days. Dushan House spell 125. Rajasilan Rayakumar says, I hate Facebook fragrance. I hate Facebook. I don't have Facebook. I will never have Facebook. It's bloody awful. I don't want to be spied on. I don't want to be spied on by the people that I went to school with. I don't want to be spied on by people that I've met since then. And I don't want to be spied on by the police or the government or Mark Zuckerberg, frankly. So, screw them all. Leave me alone. Dropout says, nice fragrance on the screen. It is. 30k perfumes are not about the fragrance. They offer limited edition glass objets d'art that will never be opened. They might as well contain coloured water, says Tim. I have a theory that people have now started collecting bottles, not fragrances. And I think this has been going on for a while. And it's all about Instagram. Love Papillon, spell 125 was the worst for me by some distance, says Martin. Sense for Thought says a heart product, but I don't think they know any perfumer names. Job training is pretty poor these days. Yes. Doc murdered the Indian name. It was the first time I have read it. Sorry. Raya Silan. Raya Kumar. Dinner time here, sandwiches and poppy seed strudel for the dessert. Have a nice dinner. Richie B. Late 90s into 2000s saw a lot of sweet ambery gourmandish men's scents pulling attentions from the fougere and chypre. I think that sneakerhead kids now got into fragrances, sadly. TikTok as well. TikTok's so awful. Many people on Insta just do bottle photo shoots. Yes, that's exactly what they do. All their bottles are full. You know? Do the TikTok dance. Ince. Got to collect all the Mugler Amen bottles for the ultimate flex. I was very near. I had 9 at one point. I had 9 different Mugler fragrances, and plus the original Angel Men. Speaking of Papillon, and I need of an old clear cap. People are thirsty to appear, Rich. People are thirsty to appear. You're absolutely right. People are extremely thirsty for that little dopamine hit. It's not worth it, friends. Basically, the new short-form social media vids are the new commercials for consumers. They are. It's exactly what they are. Nobody... Well, no, that's not true. There are some people who want long-form stuff, and live streams, I think, are a really good way of interacting with the people who you like and want to interact with, and you can be part of a wider community. And I think that's good. I like that. I think that's good. I would do, because I like it. This is where I am, and this is where I'm going to stay, like, you know. Hello, Enrique. You are wearing Bracken Man. Sense for Thought very kindly sent me a fat decant of Bracken Man, and it's very nice. Now, am I going to go out and buy a bottle? Probably not. Am I going to smell that perfume a lot, though? Yes, I am. Please like the stream, friends. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm not going to dehydrate, strangely enough. Oh, I've eaten too much. I've eaten too much. Much too young. What is this? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Oh, okay, so I was lurking about on the internet, as I am wont to do, and I came across a deal, my friends. I came across a deal. Well, not really a deal. What I did come across, and this is only useful to people in the UK, so I'm sorry about this, but let me move this. I found somebody who had 8 bottles of Roadster, and I bought 3 of them. My only regret is that I didn't buy more. Dangerously close to getting more, but I just didn't have the money, you know. But I bought 3. They want £115 a bottle, and I said, I'll give you 70, because I'm a total dickhead move, you know. And they were like, no. And basically, I got these 3 bottles. I got them down to, I think it was, 250 quid for 3 bottles. Richie B says, I think I want to do videos where I act wacky. What happens first, 1 million subs or the cops at my house? Could be both. Myths Man was an avant-garde release, gone now, says Pradip. Gian Hernandez, Dushan is everywhere. Geez, how did I miss that? Oh, but you haven't. Richie B says, you see olfactive opinion Rob video on his amens and flankers? You could have bought more, sell the kidney. Vintage Duck is back. You should be saving for a phone. This is different. This is different money. This is money from this is money from the pool of money that I have got to buy, like, specifically for this kind of occasion. Specifically for this occasion. Hello, John. Hi. I imagine it's a well-trodden subject by now. What are your thoughts on Ted Lapidus Pour On? Which one? The one in the red cap bottle or the grey bottle? $83 a bottle, yeah. 60 bottle monster truck haul next. No. This is just because it's Roadster. This is how much Roadster I've got left in this bottle. I, as you can see, love Roadster very much. No, I'll check it out. It says, Sense for Thought. I will fucking sort you out. I will send you the link to the person I bought them from. Oh, where are you? Here. God, I've got earache. It's doing my fucking tit in. pain in my left ear. I don't feel like I deserve it. You know? Okay, where are you? I have sent you a link. Oh, God, that's a scary profile picture. It's only useful to people in the UK. I am very sorry. If you're not in the UK, then it'll be useless to you, this information. But I got three, and I'm actually very pleased about it. Just got noir anthracite, says Enrique. Batch code is from 2017. The thing is, I find it very subdued and it does not project much. Is it normal? Mine goes really strong. Mine's really good, but I spray a lot on. You know, I want to smell myself throughout the day, so I put quite a bit on. Ken says Roadster was in Christo's sack of shit. The illustrious sack of shit. The thing is, that's Christo's sack of shit. That's the important word in that sentence. It's in my fucking absolute loves, like. I love that perfume. You should have bought his price and asked for a fourth one. No. I will choose to believe you, says Christina. I want to buy Declaration and Roadster, says Dushan. What's price and year on Roadster? Depends what price you can get it at where you are. I don't know what the year is. This one's got a sticker on the bottle, on the bottom. I'm going to leave them sealed. I can't see the batch code, unfortunately. But yeah, these must have come from a shop, because she's got 8 of them and she's listed them all separately. And nobody's making fakes of this. You can't make fakes of fucking Roadster. The bottles are just too hard to do, like, you know. People would click straight away. Different money, the grey OG version of Lapidus. So the grey one's not actually the OG. There was an original one. An original one with a red cap. And it smelled like a catcher's mitt. Aram described it as smelling like a catcher's mitt. And he was right. As soon as he said that, I was like, yes, it does. It smells like a well-worn leather glove. A big, fat leather glove. But yeah, I really like that Lapidus. It's really good. Roadster belongs in the sack of shit, says Jared. Thanks, I'll check it out now, says Sense for Thought. Roadster ear syndrome is what happens when you buy too much, says Nick. That's right. Cursed. Deep Dab Wave says, now show how many Pavarotti bottles you've got. Mad respect as usual, sending hugs. Welcome, Deep Dab Wave. Did you used to be called something else? How many bottles have I got? I've got... I've got about 7 left, not including the one I'm using at the minute. I sold Roadster some musk and now it made it smell like dry tea. I wore Pavarotti this morning, says Duchamp. Nina K says, I recently tried musk Ducati and reminded me so much of Crazy Kritzia. I wasn't impressed with the Kritzia fragrances. Carl says, Pradeep sells Roadster, Rich Mitch sells Chanel exclusives. They are not the same. Those those Les exclusives, they're just not my thing at all, like, you know. Time to send a low ball offer, says Sense for Thought. Hello, Jordan Albro. How are you? Antonio Hobson says, hello, everyone. Man, that is a lot of Roadster. That is a lot of Roadster. And thank God. Bought a few decants of Francesca Bianchi. Nick says, on the subject of Sakershite, I bought a partial of Prada and Fusion Dome recently, not a patch on Amber Pour Yeah, not a patch on Amber Pour actually. I think the Infusion Dome is it a myth? Yes. Yes, I like it, but it's not a great fragrance. It's not a great fragrance by any means. I really don't understand the hype. Oh God! You forget how fucking heavy things are. Oh, I fucking knew I wasn't getting away with that. For fuck's sake! Where are we? One of the Coach Leatherworks scents, number 3, I think, had that baseball mitt smell for sure. I kind of did the same with a different Cartier Long Vol Top 5 signature scent of the century, says Prodi. I like Long Vol. I'm scared to fucking use it because the bottle's so thin. I'm scared to use it because it'll make a sneeze as well. It's got a pollen note in it. Hold on, Tim. Hold on, Tim. Hold on, Tim. I'll sort you out, mate. Give us a second. If you go on Discord, Tim, and I can find... My cat is mental. There you go. I've sent it to you, private message on the Discord. Spazio Crizia is a fave. I've got some Spazio somewhere. Heritage, did you see about the Healy Queer? Just ordered Mont Fresh, few words on the mint. Love it. Love it. I think it's fantastic. It's like a creme de menthe. It's very creamy. It's a little bit thick. It can, in the highest of high heat, it can be almost too thick. So it's like thick cream. But it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. I love that stuff so much. Fantastic fragrance. What about the Healy Queer? I don't know. I didn't buy it. I wish I kind of had. Was it on Eebs? Was it on eBay? If it was, I've missed it. I won 2 bids on the same day of Beau de Jour 3.4 ounce private blend. Got both for $300. What a fragrance it is. Brilliant. Well done. I'm liking Oud and Ambre a lot. Delicious. Sumptuous. Scrumptious. Catcher's mitt. Low ball. Aha. Ah, yes. I see what you did there. Very good. Amber Pour Homme is what Reflection Man wishes it was. Amber Pour Homme is genuinely brilliant. Prada Amber Pour Homme is one of my favorite fragrances, like a designer. Not just a designer, actually. I've qualified that with designer. I shouldn't say that. It's just brilliant. Like, never changed since. I thought, yeah, I've been dropping shit my entire life. Like, Butterfingers. Vintage Reflection is better. I love Reflection, man. See, loads of people do. Loads of people do. Welcome, Micah. Loads of people do like Reflection, man. Imitation, Reflection. Just those. It's just one of those houses. I should love it, but I don't. Anyone tried anything from the House of Ranger Station? First I've ever heard of it. Banana splits, says Richie B. Lilith. Don't whistle at night, you're inviting ghosts. It's still daylight. The sun is still out, they will melt. Do ghosts melt? Hey, Prody, I got a long vol EDT. I now have both versions, and I find the EDT is more wearable than the EDP. Great perfume, says Enrique. Which one do you prefer, Prody? Black Monday says you have to message Healy directly. That's right, I remember now. 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 I need to write that down, actually. Sorry. But where? I'll put it on the Discord, by God. Hold up. Text heat for queer. Okay. I've sent Richie G a message. He's going to be like, what? Sense for Thought says, I gave Daniel from Seldomly Often a bunch of vintage bottles and samples. I expect him here next week. The fragrances really speak for themselves better than we ever can. Yes. Yes. Have I ever sent you any Smolto, poor Hom? Pradeep says, I went to the Healy Boutique. It's just in front of Serge at Palais Royal. Cool boutique. I'd like to go there. He's English. I wonder if he was actually there. I'm looking forward to fall. All I want to wear is incense fragrances. There are a few I would like to try, especially Cardinal from Healy. That Creed Bois de Portugal looks good. One of the few creeds that doesn't suffer much from batch variation. Beach Hut and Bracken are your style. Beach Hut is mint and myrrh bomb. That sounds lovely. Did you try Healy Queer Pradeep, says Enrique? They had some bottles of Healy Queer, but no way to sample. Need to blind buy. I might just do that. But I need to replenish the Roadster money. Someone buy a fragrance off me. Sense for Thought. Buy my vintage derby. To celebrate your new job. Yeah, this Bois de Portugal. Oh God, it's so good. The citrus is like thick, syrupy, juicy at the top. Very a little bit sweet as well, and then the lavender's just smooth and creamy. And you've obviously got the sandalwood in the base with a little bit of musk, a little bit of sparkly ambergris. Gorgeous. I had some bottles of Healy Queer. Oh, sorry. Demi praised Healy Month Fresh in her recent underrated Fresh Frag video. Good. I'm glad to hear that. He deserves more exposure. He does. People like Demi, they're the ones who can really... They don't have to do much, you know. She can still do her videos where she's talking about whatever it is she wants to talk about every once in a while, you know. The mention of a Healy or a fucking, you know, a Parfum d'Empire or a fucking a Les Indomitable if you want, or a Les Abstrait, or a fucking, like, you know, those kind of brands, 80s de Venustus, that would just go a long way, you know. It would go a long way for the brands, and she would be using our powers for good, you know. Anyone here have a take on something close to Jean-Paul Gaultier's Fleur du Mal? Fucking fired mine into the sun. It made me feel a bit sick. I find it too similar to Le Mal. You guys know of anything close? Fleur du Mal. Is Fleur du Mal the white bottle, like porcelain white bottle one? Makes me feel a bit sick. Nope, Smalto still evaded us. I will send you a sample. I just wish I'd known. They have a new version of Cologne Officinal called Jogging, same perfume with a different name. Yes, that's right. It's it's got a different, I want to say strap, but it's not a strap. It is the label. If you want a decent mass-produced incense scent, try Zer Econ if you haven't already, says Richie. New York Intense versus Bois de Portugal, no competition. It's absolutely Bois de Portugal. My sloped shoulder Bois de Portugal is impressively close to the vintage stuff. In fact, I doubt I could tell the difference in a blind comparison. Sense for Thought says, I'm no Jared. 2 derbies in 1 month will be quite something. I got the 2012 from Sandra B. Shout out to her. Yes. We know it's Bois de Portugal Pradeep, says Carl. We do. Jared says, Rich, what's your thoughts on Sergei? I think you've talked about every other surge but that one. I think I've reviewed it, haven't I? I love Sergei. Sergei's a tremendous fragrance. I've actually got the old green version. And it's a little bit strange, but it scratches that itch that if you've been into perfumes for a while, you don't mind stuff that's a little bit strange. It's not unwearable strange. It's not like some of the surges where they are unwearably strange. But it's very different. It's very different to the later maroon coloured, like maroon, brown, purple sort of coloured one, you know? Very different. Have I not done a comparison? I should. I really should. Speed Wolf. Cologne Officinal is proper fragrance. Probably the best of Healy. It's up there. It's up there with the best of Healy, absolutely. Matteo Colombo, welcome. Do you think that the current formulation of Cuir de Russie is worth to buy? The thing is, you've got to buy it at retail, and the performance isn't great, but it's still a really good smelling perfume, especially when you compare it to the other fragrances out there at the minute. New York Intense is not worth the expense, says Nick. I like Bois de Portugal when I sampled it just yesterday, says Tim. Andres says, evening Rich and all in chat. Scent of the day was Olfactive Studio Auto Portrait. Welcome, often licked. Are you here? Ah, yes, you are. How are you doing? 80s noodles, what? Yes, Mitch. Modern New York Intense or vintage Bois de Portugal? Always Bois de Portugal. Even the modern Bois de Portugal over vintage New York Intense. As the latest reformulation of Bois de Portugal Pradeep, says Enrique. Still decent. Is it because Healy is using it when he is out jogging? No, it's something to do with a brand, I think. I'll send you some Beach Hut. It's like 2012 Eau Sauvage on steroids, not 2017. Big mirror. I've got the 2012 Eau Sauvage. For the money you can't lose, says Richie. It's too low priced. Good longevity, just pleasant, not mind-blowing. My niece liked it, so it smelled fancy. Cuir Canage is the best version of Chanel Cuir de Russie. Sorry, Chanel Famos. Yes, I agree. I agree. present and liked the stream. Welcome. Thank you. Yes, like the stream, friends. If you like liking streams, I am here. And you can super chat if you want. And you can like the stream if you want. One is free, the other is not. Scent of the day was Kyoto, and scent of the evening is incense rose. Ah, ha, ha. I've been thinking about wearing incense rose recently. But I haven't worn it. But I've been thinking about it. Thoughts on Fahrenheit 32? Any good? Yes, yes, yes. I really like it. Really individual. Very different, very strange. Shouldn't really be in the Fahrenheit line, but it's still a really good fragrance. Also, but it'll cost you a fortune now, which is a shame. But it's a very good fragrance. It was a signature fragrance of mine for a year. A bit like Roadster. A bit like Roadster was. Well, I say it was a signature. It was the fragrance I wore the most. Tiffany for men is more like Chanel Pour Monsieur Concentré. Yes, it is, which I have. I've had both of these fragrances. But I kept the Concentré. Jogging is a Marseille's designer outlet of some kind, and a Cologne Aficionado was a collaboration with the owner. Something like that. Yeah, it was, yeah. Jogging is a shop in Marseille. Smells like soap. Smells like soap from Marseille. Cologne Aficionado. It's gorgeous. I'm not paying extra for a stupid bottle, though. Fuck that shit. Don't. Unless you're a massive fan of the brand and you're into shit like that, fine. But, no. Not if you're not. Creed's White of Portugal reminds me so much of vintage Armani Eau Pour Homme, says Weston. Has that same creamy citrus soft woods. The sandalwood in White of Portugal might be the best sandalwood, the rendering of sandalwood that they've done at Creed, which is saying something. Sorry, made a strange noise there. I wore modern White of Portugal today, and every time I do, I ask myself, why I don't have a bottle? You are a silly sausage. Richie B says, man, I miss Escada Pour Homme. Why do they discontinue stuff like that? Ooh. Escada just nuked the whole line, didn't they? Absolute barbarian savagery. I think both are better than the Nikolai, says Nick. I think Nikolai's hugely overrated, if I'm being honest. New York Intense and White of Portugal are both great, says Jordan. Richie should get Fahrenheit 32 back in the collection. I had it. I got it from Manouge and then I sold it on again. It was a time and a place, and I'm not there anymore. That's the thing with signature fragrances. I have to try also Queer-Moresque, says Matteo. People compare it to Quai de Russie stuff. Yeah, kind of. It's in that. I mean, Derby's like that as well, that IBQ leather thing, yes. Derby's the proper one, the vintage one, because it's got somehow the Feng Shui mint into it. And then it's got the oak moss with the IBQ, whereas the modern one doesn't have that. The modern formulations of Quai de Russie don't have that. Found a Dior 32 for $80. Just buy it. Buy it, try it, and if you don't sell it on, you could probably double your money, like. Anyone try to Riesler Dore's Quai de Russie 2, says Ken. Not I. Black Monday says, little photo. It's very creamy. It's very creamy. Pour Monsieur is underrated, says Sense for Thought. Which one? The concentrate, the EDP? Yes. The EDT, it's because it's been around for a long time, but I love the smell of it, but when it touches my skin, it genuinely smells like you're huffing a bottle of bleach. It goes really nasty on my skin, and it's such a shame And I was like, is that me? I took it to the lass in the shop. So I went from Chanel, walked across the shop to this woman I know who works there called Katie. And I was like, Katie, smell this on me. And she smelled the EDP on my left arm, and she was like, oh, that's really nice. That smells good. I like that. What's that? And I was like, hold on a second. Smell this other one. And she smelled the other one. She's like, oh, no. No, 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 no. She was like, no, you can't. She was like, what's going on there? I was like, well, I told her that one's the Paul Monsieur EDT, one's the Paul Monsieur EDP. She was like, you can't wear that, Richard. I was like, I know. I was like, I know. I was like, I thought it was me. That's why I've come to ask you. She was like, that smells really bad on you. I was like, right, calm down, fucking hell. I was like, you're just taking liberties on us now, fuck. She was like, you stink, get out my sight. I was like, fucking hell. And then she kicked us. Welcome, Filippo. Scent of the day, Cala Rossa by Santa Maria Novella. Lovely aromatic fragrance. Galen found a Santa Maria Novella shop in Vegas the other day. I love a Scarapora. I'm so lovely in cooler weather, says Nick. I think for year round would take vintage Paul Monsieur EDT over New York Intense and Water Portugal. Oy! Sense for Thought says, Ken, I've got a sample of the new Riesler Dorian filming first impressions this week before they release the individual bottles. Queer Russi 2 smells absolutely amazing from the nozzle. I want to catch up with the chat. Thanks, Proudy. All about the dollars, I guess. Yeah, that's the problem, mate. Luca likes Nikolai, so you're obliged to like it, Duck. I'm obliged to hate it if he likes it. Oh, did I end up getting that partial of Fia and Rose de Kandahar? And oh, I did end up getting the partial of Fia and Rose de Kandahar and the Tower Atar AT. I am looking for a sample of L'air d'Alpes Suisse. Went on Les Santas, which has got the monopoly on Tower in this country, and got samples of loads of stuff from Les Santas. Gets ready to fucking put the order through, and then I was like, ooh, forgot what I came for. Went back to the L'air des Alpes Suisse. They've got bottles, but they haven't got samples. I was like, you bastards. So I'm going to have to ring them tomorrow and say, hey, give me the loot. She? You or me, she? Nikolai New York Intense version is also wonderful, says Jordan. The opposite of what Fat Luca likes is the correct answer, says Nick. Can't afford Water Portugal. I play pretend with Pierre Cardin Paul Monsieur, even if it's about halfway there. Do you know I've got a bottle of Enigma I've had up for sale for ages and nobody wants it. Nobody's bought any perfume off me for ages. Sadness. Do you think it's a good price? Tobacco 3.4 batch code from 2017, $250. Yes. Yes, it is a good price. Paul Monsieur EDT used to be sold as Chanel for men here in the USA until the early 90s. That's quite cool. The Elite Pour Homme is one of the best 15 quid I've ever spent. That's fucking great when that shit happens, isn't it? There's nothing better than a bargain. I've got Coty Men's Cologne, which is like an ultra-refined 50s version of Pierre Cardin's Paul Monsieur. Fantastic stuff, but incredibly rare. We like incredibly rare. You're in the right place. Incredibly rare is what we do. We like that kind of thing. I do have to revisit that. A mini I had some years ago, says Richie. That's a traumatic experience, says Sense for Thought. Which I'll give you a sample. Don't buy it. Okay. Thanks. I'm going to get the new vanilla and rose as well. I'm going to get those and give them a whiff. I've got a bottle of L'air des Alpes Suisse. I want to try it. What did you think of the... Have you tried... Oh, no, are you going to do a video on them? Right? I was going to ask you about the tower. It doesn't matter. New York Intense is better than Water Portugal, says Pat. I feel like I'm going to ruffle some feathers. But do you enjoy ruffling feathers? Duck feathers? Ruffle duck feathers all over the place. Tower claims to put pure perfume oil without carrier into the attar, including Mysore sandalwood. Quite excited to try. To be fair, I don't think Tower's a bullshitter. I think he doesn't... he's not perfect, but I don't think he's a liar. I don't think he would bullshit about that. Yeah, I don't think he would. I don't think he would lie. The Santas are crap with their stock and have towers. I've smelled Lord of the Alps Suisse from a sample from them. The idea is an icy alpine meadow. Okay, but not a buy, says Tim. Aventus beats Bois de Portugal, says Ken. They're only batch 13Z01. Good grief. Stop giving Tower more chances. The dude is done. Call. That's scandalous. He's got a lot of, I'll tell you, he's got a lot of goodwill. He's got a lot of goodwill in the bank. Some of those original releases were fucking just... Do you know, it's like music artists. I remember Noel Gallagher and Oasis. I was young when Oasis was like big and popular and stuff. Just before my time, but I did grow up hearing it. And I remember I was like 17, 18, 19, hearing an interview with Noel Gallagher, and he wrote Definitely Maybe, and then he'd wrote What's the Story, Morning Glory. And then the next album was Be Here Now, and it fell a little flat. People weren't as impressed with it. And he said, after he released Standing on the Shoulders of Giants, he was like, just after the first two albums, he was like, I thought I was just going to keep writing albums like that forever. He was like, I just thought I would turn up and it would just pour out of us and I wouldn't be able to stop it, if anything. And I think Tower suffered from something similar. You know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting that that he peaked so early with those like revolutionary L'air de Desert Marocain, Lone Star Memories. Maroc Porel is a really good fragrance. Fio and Rose de Kandahar, while I don't necessarily like it, it's really good. And if you look at it in the context of the time, he did those. He did the Flash series. He had a really good run there, and he's got a lot of goodwill in the bank. Filippo, thank you for the super chat. €2.49. Thanks. Richie B says, Rumblesrilskin. Unacceptable, says Nick. Carl's hot take. Yes, Carl is feeling spicy. Tower needs to create something amazing to get my money. Shadid is woeful. I meant what I said. I think it smelled like a designer oud from YSL. But had a great vanilla note in it. It's just the rest of it was just lifting like. Lone Star Memory still carries says often like it's still incredible. So's L'air de Desert Marocain. Golistan and Herod also dull. There was the Sundowner. I thought Sundowner made me feel a bit sick. I convinced a bloke to buy a bottle of Aventus today. Not sure how I feel about that, says Nick. Oh, Nick, what have you? You've won, but at what cost? Am I ridiculous for wanting a nice-looking empty bottle to decant my vintage Eggowy splash into? A little bit. Tom Ford is like, ooh, no, you don't want those expensive decanters. Any recommendations that don't break the bank? I use these. You can get the Travelo ones. So the Travelo ones here, they're like, but the thing is that you've got to put them into a spray bottle, and then you take off the lid, right? You take off the cap and the lid, and then you put it on top. You pump it like that. That's how you get the fragrance into it. So that's a bit of a problem, as you can tell, if you're trying to decant a splash. I use these from Ampulla. The sprayers on these are better than any sprayer from any bottle. They're right up there with Dior sprayers. They're so... Fuck off. They're so powerful. They're so good. I can send you the link to them as well if you want. But if you want an expensive one, I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Do you want a whip? Have you ever gotten your nose on Memoir Man by Emma Walsh? Possibly, but have I forgot it? Also possibly. Often like says, I cannot take her road. To my nose, it has a lot of amber woods in it. It was shockingly bad on my skin. Oh no. Amber woods are just evil. Wonderwall is Richard's go-to karaoke song. No, but I do remember singing some... I do remember singing some Oasis at school, and people thought I had the rasp. People thought I had like the raspy voice, you know, not necessarily a good voice, but they were like, oh, like it's got that kind of the growl. Bearing in mind I was like 15 or 16. I think it's because I was smoking weed, like, but not to worry. Well, I was smoking hash, really. That'll give you a fucking that'll give you a raspy voice. Hey, Prod, you've got the Leak Homage a la Homme. Saw your video. I quite like it. Do you own Girl by Pharrell Williams? Good underrated perfume, says Enrique. It smells a bit like Fahrenheit, doesn't it? The Scent Bubble. Welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Oh. What is happening? Sorry, I've just completely broken. There we are. I owned Amawaj Memoir Man, says Richie. Sense for Thought says, feels wrong using a crappy eBay decant bottle to spray such a glorious vintage juice. Go to Ampulla. But then again, if you want something more fancy, you'll have to pay for it. Thing is, if you get a Tom Ford one, that's like 100 quid and you're putting it in the wrong bottle, that's even worse. Hello, Scent Bull. Carry on, Pour un Orange was great too, says Pradeep. Roast sheep were also. All type of Rumpelstiltskin. Why are you saying Rumpelstiltskin, Richie B? Town has been full of Oasis tourists and bucket hats. Most of them weren't even born when I strolled over to Main Road 2 minutes from my house to see them for now. That's the one. I was literally a child when they were in their prime. It's good music to have around you, though, you know. It was them and Radiohead. Ferrari Essence Oud was pretty decent. Training Wheels Oud, says Richie. Rich listens to Champagne Supernova when he gets in the feels. No, Rich listens to Champagne Supernova when he gets in the shower. It's the same thing, really. With artists, there's the pressure of having to change and come up with something different, but idiosyncratic, says John. Tim shaking his fist at the youth. That's the best thing you can do to them. I had Girl, but I gave it to a friend a while ago, says Pradeep. Oftenlick says, I listened to you describe Sundown and making you sick on your top 5 dark fragrance stream with Eugene today, and Head Road had the same effect on me. Fucking horrendous. There's something about it that makes me feel a bit bleh. Head Road was a scrubber for me, says Oftenlick. I'm still prone to leakage. The undercarriage injection mechanism, says Lilith. Yes, it is prone to leakage. Sorry, I've just remembered what you were talking about there. Jesus. Sorry, I listened to the stream today. The stream was from months ago. Yeah, Sundowner has Cypriol. Horrible Cypriol. I got a Tom Ford bottle that doesn't spray anymore. Any ideas the best way to get the fragrance out? Get a pair of pliers, my friend. But not before you get something to decant it into. I use a website called Ampulla, and they will ship all over the world, but they do put very few. They use big boxes for stuff. Like, they'll use a box that's like 2 foot by 3 foot, and it's like, hang on a minute, I only ordered like 10 mil fucking bottles. You know what I mean? I got Tom Ford. Oh, sorry. I like those 5 ml glass decant things. They're 10 mils, actually, would you believe? Blur are much better. Oh, no. Pulp is my favourite UK band. Also, The Prodigy is not too far behind. Richard B says, man, 20 years ago, I was decanting by spraying into the mouth of a glass narrow neck funnel I got from an American Science surplus on Chicago's northwest side. Used 3 and 5 mil sprayers. Check it out. If the atomizer is great, can't complain. I'll send you the link to them as well. Best vocalists have emphysema. I mean, even Ozzy Osbourne sounded okay in his last concert. I say he sounded okay, but obviously wasn't vintage Ozzy Osbourne. But like, considering he had Parkinson's and died 2 weeks later, he didn't sound that bad. Every time I come into these late, it looks like Rich is going over his fragrance layering routine. Blasphemy. How dare you, madam, you rascal. Enrico says, were you a fan of Ozzy Osbourne's music? Some of it. Some of it. I thought of that when someone said ruffling feathers, says Richie B. Which do you prefer, Mitch? Leather Desert Maracana or Core du Desert? Leather Desert Maracana, actually. I could compare them one day. You know. Possibly this winter. Autumn, winter. Sorry, my back's going mad. Yeah, I could do that maybe this winter, see what happens. Like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. So, yes, today I came into possession of some backups of Roadster. As you can see, I like to give Roadster a good fucking hiding. It's a fucking lovely fragrance. It has a boob on the top. Well, it has a nipple. You know? It's got like an appley, minty, green patchouli thing. It's fucking gorgeous. And we have another mint. Montfresh here. Creamy. Different. Very creamy. A little bit green as well. Fresh. Here's a question for you. Who gets mint from vetiver? Do you get mint from vetiver? I most certainly do. Agree, Nick. Damon is a genius, says Filippo. Love Black Sabbath, Lewis, and Kerosene. Welcome, Maestro, my musician. Don't quack back in anger. Don't clap cheeks in anger. Rich was thinking about enemas. You're my enema. You're my sworn enema. Is it wrong that I was cracking up over some dude getting riled up by a soundboard prank call, says Richie? Possibly. What's your favourite Radiohead album? The Bends. Filippo Mirelli says, fantastic stuff. Maestro musician says, hi Rich, where do you get your labels from? Labels. I have a label maker. You can get them on Amazon. Just put label maker into Amazon and you will be confronted with products that make labels for you. Impala, says Richie. I don't know what you mean. I got one sample in a huge box once, says Pradeep. It is mine, says Nick. Oh my days, Blue Monday being played on a Wednesday. Blasphemous. Decided for sure I'm getting Comme des Garçons Rouge next. Now 5 unicorns I've been hunting will pop up tomorrow for resale. Yeah, that shit happens to me as well. 3-way tie, OK comp, OK computer, Kid A, In Rainbows. In Rainbows is really good. Surprisingly good was In Rainbows. They could have just sent it in a bubble mailer. Yes. The Good, the Bad, and the Queen project is class, says Filippo. Have you ever heard the song that Radiohead did for Bond, the Spectre film? It's so dark. It's really, really good. I regret never seeing Sabbath with Ozzy. I saw Sabbath with Dio, and that was an awful period. Is this lagging? Make a poll. How? I don't know how. Oh, I can buy myself a super chat if I want. I mean, I'm not going to, but I can. I got mint from Vintage Derby. Yes. What if they put mint in a scallon Indonesia? That would be nice. The mint from Roadster Jamal. Has anybody seen those packages that they're making? Les and Demodable. They're doing all of the outrageous materials and they're putting them in a. That's going to be the thick end of £1,000, if not more. Rich, are you a nosmic to the White Musk and Roadster? You never mention it. It's the dominant note for me. No, I don't think I am, because for me, the White Musk kind of plays with the mint. It's part of the mint. Do you know you get like a certain, with mint, you can get like a little bit of a chalky aspect? It's a little bit like that, you know? I don't think so. It's just not massive to me. I beg your pardon. Sorry. Just woke up from a nap while on stream, says Dallas. Pablo Honey is underrated. Yes. Hail to the Thief was underrated, says Speed Wolf. Does the song have to be done by a British artist as well? No. Sheryl Crow did one. I think Madonna's done one. But they were going through a weird period around there. I thought Sheryl Crow's one was actually quite good. I thought Sheryl Crow's one was okay. Oh. So, I am thinking of doing a mint video. Madonna in the 80s didn't look too bad. She had that kind of almost... She had that... how do I put this nicely? She had an obtainable look to her. She didn't look like so exotic that you wouldn't be allowed... I mean, you wouldn't be allowed within a certain fucking reach of her. But, like, she looked like somebody you might know. Which is... People don't realise how appealing that is to a lot of people, you know? The girl next door thing. The boy next door thing. Take your pick. The them next door thing. I love OK Computer in Rainbows and Kid Aces, Tim. I've never actually heard the bands. What? You what? You've never heard the bands? Really? Jesus. Jesus, that's outrageous. That's madness, that. You never heard the band? It's got Plastic Trees on it. Fake Plastic Trees is my favourite song by them. Mitch, we have the same surname, says Maestro. Doubt it. But that would be nice if we did. To be exact, it was the video with a Spanish dude playing the guitar. I liked that early 90s stuff. Oh shit. There was a song. Take a Bow. Take a Bow was a good song. And then the song that she did for the film with Tom Hanks in, that she was in as well. This used to be our playground. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, fuck off. There's a fly, man. There's a tiny little bastard fly. And it wants to get into my water. And it's not allowed. Go away. All the fillers and Botox are making people look like post-mortem bloat. Yes. Yes. I saw what Gwen Stefani did to herself a few years back, and that was horrible. Because Gwen Stefani is fire, and she was fire for the longest time as well. And then she got some work done, and she literally looked like she died a fortnight ago. It was grim. It was so bad. Why? It's a mental problem, these people who have all this fucking surgery, you know, like, just do what Pamela Anderson's done, just go with it. Have you seen Liam Neeson's fucking seen Pamela Anderson? Do you know, I didn't know this, right? Since his wife died, Liam Neeson's wife, right, he hasn't been with anyone since. She died in 2009 and he just stayed single since. And then recently it's come out that him and Pamela Anderson are together. I'm really fucking pleased for the pair of them. Have you smelled Declaration Haute Fraîcheur? No. Has a lot in common with Roadster, also made by Mathilde Laurent. It's brilliant. I haven't smelled that. Which can I ask about Dior Homme Parfum? Would you be able to comment on the differences between the 2014 and 2020 version, if there is any? There isn't any. Rudy went into this. Rudy, Time to Musk Up. His video is the definitive video on this. They are the same perfume in different bottles. I don't like... Your cousin is in the chat, Rich, says Floral Note. The Radioheads. Just sampled Orange Sirocco, says Enrique Vasquez. Orange and cinnamon perfume. I wish they had it in 3.4. I love it. I really like it. Like, I really, really like it. I haven't worn it for a while, actually. But I'm glad you like it. Richie B says, Liam Neeson doing something outside of drama or crime movies is surprising, but maybe he can do humour. I've seen him do humour before. I'd imagine that made me imagine them all as brothers with the surname Radiohead. Did you know that House of the Rising Sun by the Animals is now out of copyright? Could play that on this video. I'm not going to, but you could play that on this stream. I fucking knew it. Fly tried to get me cup. Get out, you fucking little bastard. Absolute bastard. It's in the public domain, yes. That's right. They need to do a Scala in Indonesian 500 mil. Very good. Very good. I would do that. Like the stream, says Germs. Yes, please. If you would like to like the stream, please like the stream. I saw Liam Neeson do humour in The Phantom Menace. Ka-ching! Ba-dum. There's another song that's actually in the... Is it Hello Darkness, My Old Friend? Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. That's in the public domain now as well. Put the fly in the toilet. I would have to fucking herd it into the bathroom first, and I don't know I'm going to be able to do that. Is that Cartier Roadster, says Izuku 31? That is Cartier Roadster, Izuku. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it appalling? Do you love it? Ooh. I might wear it. I don't know. The sound of silence. Yes, that's right. Dallas, I would inject it. Good Lord. If you listen to Joy Division, all the bands mentioned sound derivatives, says Filippo. Where did you find it? I can't find it anywhere. I've had this bottle for ages, man. I've had this bottle for years. I bought this in a shop, I think. Or I bought it online. Did I buy it from Latino or something like that? Like, I've had this particular bottle I've had, maybe 10 years. It's ironic because it's going down a lot quicker now than it has done before. And that's mainly because I've actually got less perfumes than I have had for a long time. So I'm using them. I mentioned this on the fragrance rotation the other day. I'm actually using my perfumes. It's fantastic. Oh! I would swap my blood with it, says Dallas. Good grief. He went dumpster diving for it, says Lilith. That's where I found you, wasn't it? Did you like vintage Salvador Dali pour on? No. No, I thought it was okay, but... Germ says, Azuku, check second-hand apparel apps. I got lucky and found a bottle for $60. Clothes people don't always know perfume. That is true. I've been playing my way through all the Beatles albums recorded in mono in the last week, so from the box set. Good evening, Martin. How are you? I hope you are well. Salvador Dali pour arm gave me anxiety. Scary. I knew you were going to say that, said Lily. Badum-tsh. Azuka would like you to name some. Rich, do you have an opinion about Guerlain's Ambre Eternelle? Ambre Eternelle. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Is that the one Galen did the Galen did the video on? It is. It is. I do have an opinion on it, and I will share it with you. My opinion is that you should watch this video by Galen. I thought it was all right. But I didn't. I wasn't that arsed when it got discontinued, and I wasn't bothered that. I'm not bothered now that I can't get it. What about Cabashara Joy 1000 by Jean Curlio? Curlio. He died recently, Jean Curlio, which is very sad. One of the great perfumers, right up there. Doesn't get the love, but should, you know. Because Mar Liberté is one of the fucking best fragrances you will smell. Fuck, that stuff is good. Hussein Rahimi, how are you, sir? Good evening to you. How are you? Thank you for coming. Welcome. I believe this is your first time here. How are you? It's definitely interesting and unique. You don't want to know what I'll do with that on air apogee, says Dilly. Stop this madness. DL Quelia, how are you? You are wearing Vinny Havan. In the summer, eh? $1,000 is a masterpiece. My Liberté is also excellent. You got mine from Depop. I have 2 bottles of it. What do you think of it, man? Encens Mythique was nicer. Yeah, Encens Mythique's fabulous, like. Patou Voyageur is good for what it is. There's the story behind that the new company bought Patou and they made him make like an aquatic fragrance. And he was like, fine, I'll make you like aquatic fragrance with cologne and stuff. And basically just made the same perfume he's been making for fucking 50 years, but put cologne in it. And it's still fantastic. There you go, Delise. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. There is Pavarotti. How do you like them apples? Look at that big unit. I've already put a massive dent in that. Fuck. That makes me think I might not have enough. Oh my god, lol, says Floral Notes. What are you lolling at? Hello, Alicia. How are you? Patu Porom made a brief appearance in an episode of Miami Vice. I didn't care for Patu Porom. It was good. It was good, but it's just the sheer amount of clove was intimidating, and I found it painful. That was Voyageur, was it not? Yes, it was. That's exactly right. I pulled out my deep vintage Nuit de Noël for a whiff, says Prodive. The Mysore plus mousse de Saxe is delicious. What's mousse de Saxe? Pervert, says Lilith. That's you. What a dent. Big dent. Voluptuous bottle. It is. It's very big. It's a big old unit. It is a big old unit. I love it. I absolutely love it. It smells like happiness to me. I'm not saying it has to be this fragrance, but everybody should have a fragrance that makes them feel the way this makes me feel. I know before I smell this how it's going to make me feel. I shy away from wearing this when I'm not in a... Well, yeah, when I'm not in a good mood, because I'm scared that I'm going to fucking ruin it. You know? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. For some reason, I'm very thirsty. It's probably because I've been talking non-stop for an hour and a half. That'll do it. Tom Ford Oud Voyageur coming out. I think it's supposed to be an updated take on Oud Fleur. I have to smell that. I have to smell that for Alan Hansen. I also have to smell Oud Zarian. The things you do for your friends, eh? He's given us a list. So I'm going to go to the Harrods. I'm going to go to the Harrods and I'm going to walk around and say, let me smell that. Let me smell that. Let me smell that and that. And I'm going to report back to Mr. Hansen. Which do you like, Moschino Porom? Not massively. I've got a small bottle of Shalimar Parfum de Toilette. Wonderful stuff. Don't like Shalimar? I should. I have no excuses. I should like it. I just don't. Dropout says, you are happiness to me. You are happiness to me. You and Christina make me happy. I like to think of you two out there in the Mediterranean, all warm and happy with your dog. Happy people. Pavarotti smells like a great sunny day in Italy. Yeah, in the countryside. Oh, happy birthday, Richie B. It's like that when you get older, isn't it? You keep forgetting it's your birthday. It's my fucking birthday in a couple of months. Am I arsed with that? Am I fuck? 40. That's what I'm going to be. How did that happen? Jesus. I feel that way about Un Air Apogee. It's just perfect. Good. Nick says, find a girl that looks at you like Rich Mitch stares at his bottles of Pavarotti, son. I don't know if other humans are capable. Signor Filippo, that's the kind of oily version of Bellamy. Happy birthday, says Izuku. I forgot to mention my scent of the day, which is 1876 by Histoires de Parfum. Great house and loads of bargain prices to be had. It's true. Poor man's Bellamy. Histoires de Parfum is a great house. Yes, but they are also a shit house for being unavailable on the old sample side of things. Many a time I have messaged them, where's the samples? Haven't got any. Sorry, you're a dick, is my response. Girl on releasing Sean Essence de Parfum Intense. Sean Essence de Parfum Intense? What the hell is that? Why should you like Shalimar? Because the vintage perfume, it's a vintage perfume. It's big and heavy and classically made and girl on and quality ingredients in the vintage and all of that, but the labdanum, the volume of labdanum, that I just do not like it when labdanum is that front and center. I like labdanum when it's framing other things in the composition, like it is in Amber Sultan, you know, but not in not in Le Leon, not in Shalimar. If I stare at my man like that, I might as well eat him up, says Alicia. Nom nom nom. Your Shalimar classic perfume, you put some respect on its name, bud, says Jared. Parfum, says Lilith. You're 39 going on 40, girls will fall in line, says Pat Lester. I've got greys in my beard. I was more concerned about the gingers, if I'm being honest. I was looking at them the other day. I was like, oh, no, no, no. What is this nefarious colour? Orange. Emerald is better than Shalimar, says Prodeep. Excuse me. Oof. How can you intense a parfum? I actually prefer Emerald Parfum, which inspired Shalimar, says Nick. Sheldrake redid Emerald as 1921, blows the current Shalimar out the water. He'd be a good girl on perfume, I think, Sheldrake. Nick and Duchamp, I like them both. Bellamy is my top 3 ever, together with Fahrenheit and Polo Green, the Warner version. Have you tried Cartier's Le 13e Heure? 13, a leather perfume. Some say it has similarities to Patchouli 24 products, says Enrique. If you weren't bald, you would have seen the grey sooner. Maybe. I'm just glad I am. Saved myself a fortune. Have you seen how much haircuts are these days? Considering the price of them, I'd probably just start shaving my hair off anyway, like. That said, I actually need some new clippers. I'm trying to hold on until my birthday. That's what I'm going to ask for my birthday. Some clippers for my hair. Never been big on birthdays. Never liked them. Even when I was a child, I didn't like them. Strange, that, isn't it? If you turn ginger, you're required to move to Ireland. No, I've got to give my soul back. Pradeep, I have it as smooth and drier and has a dry tea, but both smoky birch. Izuku says, what's your favourite fragrance from Aqua de Parma? Oh, I've got Colonia Essenza here. I've got Colonia Mira as well. That's really good. Colonia Mira is really, really, really good. I'll put you back from whence you came. in US haircuts are over $50. No. Filippo Sorcinelli Opus 1144 is my favourite Shalimar type scent after the Leon. I want to revisit Filippo Sorcinelli, actually. I want to try. The fucking arsehole, he makes you pick like 6. I don't want to pick 6. I want them all. I want them all. Just give us them all, and then I'll tell you. The chat is going to turn up. The chat is going to all turn up for your birthday, Rich, says Lily. I might do a stream on my birthday. I don't know what day it's on. It'll be just depend how I feel, to be honest. I will be releasing the traditional short. I left my Purpose 50 blot of paper on my desk, and after I threw it away, my desk smelled of Santal 33. Aqua de Palma have so many great releases. My favourite Aqua de Palma, I've got Mandolo di Sicilia. That's really nice as well. I just never wear it. It falls in a weird spot because it's quite creamy and thick, but it's also it smells like ice cream. Give me a top 5. No. Duck balloons and everything. Love Shalimar on this year's Shalimar Millesime Jasmine, discontinued and remaining stock, going cheap if you liked it. I got a bag up 30% off. Not bad. $50 and they expect a tip, says Paroli. Eesh. How about Colonia Club or Colonia Intensa? Yes. Is that Aedes de Venustus, an incense-based fragrance? That one line I want to try because of the incense. I've been on an incense binge. The Aedes de Venustus up here is Pelargonium. It is not, I repeat, not an incense fragrance. But it is absolutely wonderful. It's fantastic and doing really well. Lots of geranium. Lots of citrus, musk, light. Throw 15 sprays on at a time, 3 times a day. Lovely fragrance. Got it really cheap from a place called FR Moda, Framoda in Italy. Mirto di Panarea is incredibly underrated, says Nick. Filippo says, love Colonia Club, despise Colonia CLUB. Germs will be there. Sam Haram is my current favourite incense. Bloody brilliant. Who made that? Traditional short, as is tradition. Yes. Paroli says, Delis, I've decided to go with a longer haircut. I'm done with going every 2 weeks. It's just too expensive. Yeah. Just get some clippers and just shave it off. Fico Mandorlo, the original Colonia. Yes, the original Colonia is still wonderful. I prefer Castile to Colonia Essenza, says Nick. The later CLUB was atrocious, says Nick. Martin Hendricks says, Tim, link to the Shalimar Jasmine. It'll be in the UK, so if you're not in the UK, you won't be able to get it, unfortunately. Dallas says, Rich, I've moved from the cologne phase to trying to find good violet fragrances without iris. I do not need powdery fragrances. The other Pavarotti fragrance is quite violety. It's Palmer violety, though. It's not great. Also, my scent of the day is Musk Moderna. I can see it in the very back. Give it some attention, Rich. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really good. I really like it. A little bit sweet, a little bit rosy, little bit sea. Got a little bit of sea vibe to it. I get some saltiness. It's really good. Does Ashton wear a toupee, says Speedwolf? No. He's taking some kind of supplements for his hair. Sam Haram is by Art Profumi. You'll have to send me a link to that, mate. I've got literally no idea. But the Millesime each year for Martina. She loves it like a backup, says Martin. He is a nice guy. Don't like his frag, except the incense that Rich loves. Who are we talking about here? Who are you talking about, mate? Ricci Club is quite nice, but I prefer the stuff like vintage Monsieur de Givenchy. Speedwolf says, I think Max 40 might wear a toupee. No, just Max 40's a bit. It's not my type of thing. He by Usher in the black bottle is a very dry violet to me, but everyone says it's a GIT, like a Green Irish Tweed dupe. I don't get that. I don't think Rich is even actually bald, says Karen. That's a bald cap. I am a prolific swimmer, and I just don't take off my hat. You know? I started going bald when I was 19, I think. Fuck's sake. Mental. Mental. Karen, I am losing the hair. My hair is still lost. Sorcinelli, alright, I've got you. Laus. Really good perfume. Really good perfume, that. I want to try them all again. Someone sent me, it was Peter Kokorin sent me some samples. I think some Sorcinelli stuff. I don't know where I've put them. I'm still fucking laden with samples. Fliss has very kindly sent me a lot of the Louis Vuitton samples that Dan had sent her so they could do their LV cup. So I might do an LV first impressions video. Expect riots. Expect arrests. I will be doing bits. There'll be havoc. Rich has long, luscious auburn hair. Flaming locks of auburn hair. I'll give it a look, says Dallas. Duck has high tea levels. Darren Allen came out with a fragrance called Sea Fever. Similar to Musk Madern, but more oceanic. Get that ad revenue, Duck, says Prodeep. Karen is shocked. All bros will come for LV and they will be repelled. Delis. $2 says Havascal and Indonesi Clink Pavarotti. If something goes wrong here, it's going to take a fuck's sake more than $2 to put it right. Scal and Indonesi, was it? There you go. And thank you for that super chat. Bro's going to be pulling out their hair. My YouTube took a shit. What did I miss? Some light LV bashing? There will be some LV video coming your way. We will see. We will see what I make of Jacques Cavalier's latest works. I bet you're going to like the mint one, says Karen. I'm not opposed to a mint. Hot take, Rich will enjoy a few LVs. I hope I do. Well, kind of, you know what I mean? But that would be interesting, says Filippo. I'm not going to go in with like the whole thing that like, right, time to shit on this fragrance. If I like it, I like it. But just the whole shtick of the brand's an absolute joke, like. LV fragrances should be $200 max, not $400. Well, you're paying for the letters LV. You're paying for the graphic and the fact that you can post the bottle on Instagram. We're just trading feet pics for super chats. Ooh, I did actually take a picture of my foot earlier because some of my toes went numb, and I was like, "Oh dear, the colour is a bit weird." But I don't think it is. I think I've been sitting on a nerve or something like that, and that's why they went a bit numb. Duck LV, well actually it's nice. I am going to back up Ombre Nomad. Pretty sure I've smelled that before and I'm not a massive fan. $9.75 a bottle max, says Nick. Oh shit, maybe I should do that, says Lilith. He'll do whatever you want, says Dallas. Rich, what kind of mic you use? A clip-on mic or a mic on a stand? I have both. Don't use them at the same time. But this is the mic I use when I'm on live stream. Well, it's a good one. It's a little Rode mic, I think, aren't you? Are you? What are you? Yes. It's decent, does the job. It's nice. Yeah. The glass is really thin, though, and you can see the atomizer. Don't show it. Show it. Show what? What am I supposed to do? What are you talking about? Send the picture to Mitra K. Oh, the hoof. You want to see my hoof? Send money now. No. We're not getting into that game, friends. I'm not selling pictures of me fucking hooves for fucking money. Maybe one day. Saucy over 40 sends fucking feet pics. Send the picture to Mitra K. She's not on the live today. Mitra K has a life. Mitra K is out there in the world. Yes, is Galfar. It's all gone OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans. There are people who are haters who watch the stream, no doubt. There are people who aren't necessarily fans but want to know certain things. Just the general gamut of people, you know. Not just OnlyFans, but everyone. All are welcome. And it was nice a couple of people chatted today who haven't chatted before. That's always good to see. We like that. Oh, do you know who I bumped into on another stream somewhere in the middle of the night? It was Tripler. Bumped into Tripler. I was like, is that you? He was like, it's me. I was like, wow. I'm glad you're all right. He was like, I just took a really long break. I was like, no shit. I was like, mate, I sent you fucking messages. I thought something had happened to you. It's like Jeremy Hines. Where the fuck has Jeremy Hines gone? Jesus. Show webbed feet. No way in person. No, he was on a stream. He wasn't like on the stream. He was in the chat. I was like, is that you? He was like, yeah. I was like, fucking no way. You all right? I've just been on a really long break. You just like respect the privacy. Do you know what I mean? It's like some people just want to go. You don't have to explain yourself. It's cool. How can you hate on the duck, says Dallas? Just wrong-uns, mate. Just wrong-uns. That's very cool because we are always chatting, says Alicia. Yes, we are always chatting. What the heck? Says Lilith. OnlyFans, the porn streaming platform famous for foot fetish pics. I was watching some older videos where Hines commented in, and I was like, where have you gone, dude? I miss Jeremy Hines. He was a really nice lad, you know. It's a shame. I don't like losing people like that, but again, you don't know what's gone on. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. It's maybe they just got over it. Maybe you said something. Maybe you didn't say anything, and it's nothing to do with you. You just have to accept it. Such is life, you know. Richie B, a bit of help. Thanks, Rich. Thank you, Richie B. We have the same first name. You're very kind. I appreciate your $5. Ooh, what's this? There's a countdown. What is it? Oh, it's a goal. Yeah, when you get monetized, YouTube's like, oh, set a goal. And I'm like, what's this? So I set a goal. I think it's to get a number of super chats, but I'm not arsed. I love making soups, says Dallas. Probably working on his soups, says Nick. Oh, I am tired. Rich is getting richer. The Mitch gets richer. Not quite. Oh, I am so tired and sore. I feel like I've got an ailment, like a cough. Tell the people in the sewer, if people want to be left alone, they should leave her alone. Yeah, what Lily said. Not sure what Lily said, to be fair, but I'll be leaving her alone. She said something about throwing me in a sewer. Stop that. Okay, I'm tired, friends. I mean, I was tired when I started, but I'm even more tired now. You need a woman to rub you down or up, says Alicia. Fucking... Yes, something like that. Anyway, I'm tired. And I'm going to go. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for liking. 49 likes. Outrageous. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, liking, keeping me company. I always feel better after a stream than I do before it, which is remarkable because loads of people get really fucking vexed on stream and I'm like, what? Anyway, good night, everyone. I will see you again soon.